Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Welcome, welcome to another All Signs Tarot reading. All signs, love tarot reading, all signs, love reading. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. Let's take a look at the energies coming in. It's a Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. Wow. So there's a lot that is clearly left unsaid here that you not only have been waiting, you could say, to hear, and it definitely feels like it's around some kind of decision or choice, but it looks like it might be coming. Has it been delayed? What's going on? The Knight of Swords, Libra and Mercury energy, it's sort of, yeah, it's kind of like spinning for me because it's coming in, yet I think it's been not said. I think there's a lot left unsaid between you. The Three of Wands, the Sun in Aries. There could be literal travel here, but it feels like it's a whole lot more about having some kind of conversation that needs to be had. Everything you are looking for is linked in the description of today's video. Almost everything. You'll also find, the tabs here at the Tarot Closet, including the playlists. If you want to check any of those out, let's continue checking out the energies that are coming in. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see. Please show us the cards. Aho. There we go. There's the Two of Wands. Three of Swords. What's going on with that? King of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Okay, so something's clearly going on here. Look, so the Two of Wands is where you are before the Three of Wands, which we just saw. You have been waiting for somebody to make a choice. And it really is like a make or break conversation, you know? It's either this or what? ... Me, the connection, this next level. The Two of Wands, Mars and Aries energy, you know, the owl here has their back to the Three of Swords, as you can see, which is in the partnership placement, Saturn and Libra. Has something gone on here, clearly. You know, we have some either breakup in the communication in general, a pause button, no contact, no communication. We also have the King of Pentacles here, Virgo, ruled by Mercury. Whoa. The Death card is here. And so is the High Priestess. Whoa. And so is the Hierophant. Wow. Page of Pentacles. It really is like either this person is making some kind of major move here around commitment, because we can see with our Page of Pentacles in reverse that they're kind of having issues with it. Yet, you know, and it's connected to the Four of Swords. So it's a really strong validation for me of things kind of paused, I guess you could say. Some sort of issue with communicating again, or no contact, no communication. But it's right below the Four of Swords, where you go when you get out of the Three of Swords. But it's also catty corner here with the King of Pentacles, Virgo, ruled by Mercury, and that is that's commitment, things developing, and it's here with the Hierophant, which is a card of commitments, contracts, relationships, partnerships, long-term energy, slow-moving, including marriage, is what's going on with that. And the counterpart to the Hierophant, the High Priestess, is also here. Cancer energy. So two major arcanas, the counterparts. Divine Feminine energy. The counterpart, the Hierophant, Divine Masculine energy, Taurus. So I want to validate this energy around the two of you. You know, that this is around something bigger. It could be marriage. Could be Like, really, it's dependent on you, because it could also be around getting more serious or exclusive, moving in, family energy. But it's a really strong, where do we go from here energy? Because of this person, it's like if they're not making this choice, and it could clearly be, I want to validate too, if somebody would need to relocate, you know? It's like this choice that you're waiting for them to make is, it does feel pretty life-changing. It kind of completes the picture. So it can even be including something big, again, like marriage and moving. But it requires this decision. And it really is like both what's going on here already, the Death card, the Three of Swords, or literally what we're seeing here, that there's then a moving on kind of energy, because I feel like your back is to it all. It's like, this is an ultimatum, I feel like. Somebody got an ultimatum. Ten of Swords, and wow, yeah, in reverse. So there's an apology here, I'll tell you what. And the Seven of Wands, or excuse me, the Seven of Wands is here also in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're waiting on this person. And it's clear that it's around commitment. And I want to validate if it's, yeah, around like making a choice between other things like cultural, religious differences, or what other people think. Somebody who's been kind of conforming to somebody else's expectations. That is here. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Venus and Taurus. It's waiting for someone. It's waiting for this next level. And it's a really strong validation that it's delayed. And look, it's right in between the Page of Pentacles, okay, and reverse, which obviously can indicate also somebody who's not really sure, like an immature kind of an energy. And then on the other end, here's the King of Pentacles, you know, the master, you could say, and the upright nonetheless. So it's like in between that, but also connected here to the bigger picture, the Hierophant. So that's really clear, and I want to validate the Ten of Swords in reverse. That one, it's clear something has also gone on here already. And two, this reversal energy is a really clear indication that there is the possibility for forgiveness and moving on and starting over. But it's kind of dependent on whatever this choice is. Look at this. Four of Cups in the upright, Moon and Cancer energy. It's like, here, well, what about this? You know? And you could see the owl wing coming in here with the fourth cup, with some kind of offer in that cup. And the owl sort of looking away, you know, this apathetic energy of, you know what, just, this is the ultimatum. It really is like, this is what I'm waiting for. And so there's not a lot of room for some reason around compromise. I also want to validate the communication. As you can see, our little owl here is, you know, right in front of them, there are three cups. That's the Three of Cups, Mercury and Cancer. And that is a coming together energy. It's communication. So if you can see each other, it's like it's happening at a barbecue or a birthday party, some kind of a gathering. But I want to validate also that Mercury obviously is the planet of the mind and the planet of communication. And it's strongly connected to reading and writing. So it can also be that there is a text message, social media, email. But they are coming in here with it. It's like back to them. And it's almost like they have to work to put something in front of you. Like there's something here that there's just no compromising. The Magician is here. Yeah, I actually really like this because, well, it's a validation that they have all the resources and the tools here. The Magician can get focused and turn visions into reality, as above, so below. Gemini and Virgo energy. And you know, the Magician is connected to the solar plexus chakra, this powerful and wise energy, interesting as we're in the owl deck today, of I do. And the throat chakra, moving into the throat chakra, I speak, communication. Also, the Hierophant connected to that throat chakra energy here. So this is really clear that there is a make or break conversation here around something around, obviously, the commitment that there's either like no more compromises left, Six of Swords in reverse, or there's just not one being made. So the Six of Swords in reverse went over here right to the Three of Swords, okay? And this does feel like really make or break kind of energy. Really, it's like either forgiveness, making the choice, starting over together, or moving on apart. Where do we go from here? There's clearly an intense and, I want to say, spiritual connection with our Hierophant and our High Priestess here, both in the upright. But the Six of Swords in reverse, Mercury in Aquarius, is a validation that, yeah, there's a stagnation. You could say here with the Three of Swords that it's not really over. At least not yet, should it be. But it is connecting really strongly with our Knight of Pentacles in reverse here on the Two of Wands. Virgo and Mercury energy, because that's somebody who's being kind of stubborn about it. And it definitely is around a pentacle, okay? Contract, relationship, partnership, commitment. Yeah. I also want to validate if there has been something in this connection that does need to, in addition to whatever's gone on here, but does need to change. There needs to be something transforming here. You know, and we do have the Magician here that maybe got everything where it is now, that you're not willing to compromise on or on anymore. But it's really clear the stagnancy around this really being over, but the possibility of that should things not go a certain way, I guess you could say. So the Five of Cups is here in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles is in the upright, as is the Five of Pentacles. It's clear that one of the bigger things here is an apology, because here it is again. Mars and Scorpio energy. Yeah. So is this only an apology? I don't think so, but it does feel like it's a big deal. You know, without somebody acknowledging something, that's not going to fly either, is it? And these are yours. The bottom of the deck. Oh, yeah. So what is this that's going on here? Because the bottom of the deck is Justice. And now, here's the thing. Major Arcana energy. Libra and Venus. The planet of love. Connected to the heart chakra. Making things right. The balanced energy, the yin-yang energy here within Justice. So what do we have here for our major arcana at this point? We have the Magician, we have Justice, we have the Hierophant, the High Priestess, and the Death card. So I want to validate if there is something also going on around money or legal issues. You know, that might be one of the things that you're not compromising on. It could obviously include another person, but that's neither here nor there for me. You're going to know, because third-party energy isn't always about another person. It can be about money, distance, but making things right energy. And there's some truth here, you know, and it's here with kind of double whammy in terms of an apology. And it's also that energy of forgiveness and moving past whatever it is that went on. But it feels like a really big deal. Yeah, everyone is still here to some extent, but it may not stay that way. It does feel make or break. So Ace of Pentacles is here, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy. And it's just another validation, look here, with our King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, that it is around next level. That's been really clear to me. What is that next level? That's specific for you. You know, whether it's getting more serious or exclusive, moving in, marriage, what? A new beginning. A new beginning is here on the table. There is potential, literally. You know, we're just looking right at it. But yeah, there's a decision. There's something you're waiting for them to choose between, and there is the apology here. The Five of Pentacles, Mercury and Taurus. This is an energy of some loss and worry. So I do want to validate again, should there be something around money? I don't think that's going to be for everyone, but it is here. Actually, I just want to show you this. Look at how the owl is looking at this one. It's like, hear me out kind of energy. Actually, it's here. Yeah, there it is. Look. So it was sort of like you're back to them waiting for something specific. And so they're like inching closer here with the Four of Cups. Now it's like Five of Pentacles, just where it wanted to be. It's like right in your face here. Look, literally trying to talk to you. And you can see there's a cast on this owl's arm. There's a cast on this owl's foot. Things are, yeah, not great, you could say. That energy of conflict, of things having changed, but also waiting to hear something specific for things to maybe change, you could say, in their favor or in the favor of the connection. The Fool. The Four of Pentacles, there's the decision. Wow, the Two of Swords and the Devil. Aquarius and Uranus energy. This is really clear to me, first of all. So the vice energy that was coming through is validated. Now, it could be around a specific vice, you could say, connecting with water. Connecting with that kind of flowy energy, let's say. But obviously, it could also be money, could be other things that are going on here. Legal stuff. Somebody who's maybe living beyond their means. And that would be something that doesn't work, you know, if you're going down that road with somebody of major commitment. And that's not what I wanted to have. It's here. It really is like, are we moving forward together? The High Priestess, the Fool, and the Hierophant. A new path. Taking a chance. King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Magician. There is this feeling here with justice, just the way the reading has been going, that somebody's really, begging is probably not the word I want to use, but somebody's really trying to win you over, I guess you could say. Sort of like, follow me here. So there is a decision that's the choice you're waiting for them to make. I feel like that's kind of going to be happening. It's like going on now. Happening while you talk or the near future. Because I feel like we're in that world card. You know, it's where you go, it's where you are before you go into the Fool. And that's a completion energy. It's like the bigger picture. It's life-changing decisions. It's completing the picture, you could say. So obstacles met, overcome, lessons learned, maybe even you could say karmic debts paid. Should somebody be in some kind of situation, person, place, or thing. It's sort of like, I need for you to finish this before this. So it's still here, but yeah, it could go either way kind of energy. And there we go. Capricorn and Saturn, shadow. Something going on in that energy. The lovers card, they're here, you know, here within this devil energy. So there is some kind of, there is an attachment that's here that it's like it's going to, if something doesn't change, because that's the thing, the Death card and the Devil, that somebody has to something like money or a vice. I feel like that's a really big deal here. But yeah, it's also like there's still a connection here between the two of you, but this conversation or hearing what the choice is, are things changing, is going to be kind of the defining moment, I guess you could say. Where do we go from here? Because somebody, yeah, this is interesting because the Four of Pentacles wanted to go there. Which is, look, connecting also to the Four of Swords. And that's an energy for me of like facing things head on, you know? Also, Sun in Capricorn energy, by the way, there can be something in there around like too much of something. You could even say money, obviously, with our pentacles here with the Devil that like got things where they are. And that at this point, you're also in that World card energy of completing lessons and obstacles. And should this be something that doesn't change, it's like, okay, well then I'm out. Yeah, that's what it is. And that here is an energy that has been coming through quite strong. And it's a validation. It's the Two of Swords, as you can see. Moon and Libra energy, it's like time to make a decision. The other thing is there is a compromise energy in here. And that has been really coming through strong. So yeah, but I definitely feel this, and I lost the word. Like this, it's either this or this, you know? And it all circles back into the commitment, but it feels like it's more about either going back into it or, you know, picking up in a different spot or the same spot, but only if this happens. It's very much a make or break conversation. And again, is this an indication that something is majorly changing, like around this person, or are we looking at that walking away energy? Because it really could go either way. You have free will. Your person has free will, energies, outcomes, they can, they will, they do change. The future is not fixed. The last thing I want to validate and level up, you could say, much bigger level up from our Two of Swords, is that High Priestess, a decision, and trusting intuition. Trusting gut instincts. These are your guardian angels. And it feels like it does feel life-changing, and I feel like you're in that World card energy. Not quite completing this cycle and where things are going. It's still kind of a little bit up in the air. But around the corner. We're looking at Oracle, which I'm not reading in reverse, by the way. This is Emperor energy. Ram, leadership. And as we were talking about the path, look, pathway, passage, a new way, like finding a way forward. So it just really is super strong that it could go either way. Divine masculine energy within the Emperor, and you know, it's an energy of leadership and strategy and kind of going for it. It's both around whatever somebody is making right, I want to say in their life, but also here. And it does connect to the root chakra, that somebody is apparently getting grounded and balanced. When somebody's grounded, rooted, you know, the root chakra, then you're getting out of shadow and making decisions that are for the highest good of everybody, and getting out of fear. And I like that because our Ram is actually looking right over here at justice, the truth, and making things right is really strong. It's really strong around that energy. But it kind of has to be done first. And then it's like, well, then you have, you know, can you forgive me kind of energy. Ocean release, emotional. Yeah, gosh, look. In ship exploration, it's powered by sails. That's connecting us directly to the air energy. It's powered by the air, by the wind. That's communication. It's right here. Well, it's in a big ship, so an exploration, it really is, where do we go from here? This is what it has been from the beginning of your reading. And it does feel emotional release. It's here also with the Four of Cups. So and that's been really clear since your reading began, that there's a lot unsaid. And I feel like they're going to also get an earful. Where do we go from here? And the conversation could get quite emotional, revealing, obviously, but also look, here's a key, reveal. It's going right here with justice, naturally revealing the truth. And I'm rubbing my eyes. So I just want to validate for you that that is really strong around wake-up energy. And that's judgment energy. It's definitely here. It's, you know, connected to the crown chakra, and that's Archangel Gabriel. Connected to the sacral chakra, I feel, and the third eye chakra, I see, the self-awareness. It's like, get some clarity, make a decision, wake up. It's for this person, but it's also for you. There is forgiveness in there. It's like airing things out, clarity and truth. It's a conversation of conversations. Getting out of the stagnant energy and just finally having the conversation, making the decision. By the way, the Seven of Wands is here in reverse, Mars and Leo energy. And it really is like, okay, it could really go either way. The Seven of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, that's definitely an energy of waiting, but being tired of waiting and being ready to go, you know? And that 77, bringing them together, is like getting on the right track. Energy shifting, realignment. So it really is like either we're, you know, reflecting on everything, controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't. Hello? That's going to drive me crazy. You didn't miss anything. The camera, that's what it does. So what I was saying is here, between the Fool, is the High Priestess and the Hierophant. And it really is like, look, and it's here with passage. Are we moving forward together or apart? This is somebody who wants that long-term energy, either whether it's going back into it or it's just starting out or just going further into it. But there's something here in that Four of Pentacles that they're holding on to. It's connected right to the Devil. Again, it's going to be specific what that is, and that has to change, it feels like. The Tarot Closet. This is just coming right out. Channeled love messages. Love messages from your person. Those are yours. Messages from their higher self. The bottom of the deck. You are my soulmate. Look where it went. It's here with Ocean release with the Five of Pentacles. Sal trying to talk to the other one. Also here, look, the Four of Cups, not looking, kind of apathetic. Yeah, so there might be some of that kind of talking around things, like really having to corner them to get the truth, which is here. I can't sleep. By the way, it's here with the flag. It says flag devotion. I think of you all the time. This has been a very strong message since your reading began. Look at this. There is so much left unsaid. It's right here with Passage, with the Hierophant, the Fool, and the High Priestess. Like, where are we going from here? I love you more than I have found a way to say. Revealing energy right here on the High Priestess. I stare into your eyes in photos. I want a life with you. I feel that. It's here, but obviously there's something that's going on that needs to change. I don't want to lose you forever. I want to talk again. So it's a really strong validation around the wonky communication, that energy that's already here, you know, or literally no contact, no communication for some of you. I'm sorry I ghosted you. I'm trying to send a message. That's been really clear, which can come in many ways, you know, whether it's an actual SMS, social media, email, a phone call. I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm revealing the truth. And here it is with the truth, justice, and the key, reveal. It's the thing, you put that key in the door and it's like, what's on the other end here? It could just go either way. I play songs that remind me of you. I stare into your eyes in photos. It's a really strong Six of Cups energy of somebody who's feeling nostalgic, who's looking at photos, you know, looking at their phone or their computer, listening to music. The last channeled love message. A message from your person, message from their higher self. Do you still love me? I love you more than I have found a way to say, do you still love me? It's very, very much this Five of Pentacles energy that's here, this Four of Cups. There is a little bit of panic and triggering here. And that's another thing I do want to validate. If there is someone around the corner for you that somebody is aware of, perhaps, it's not going to be for everyone. It's a very specific message that I'm hearing, but there is some triggering around this person. Like they're a little bit panicked, and this is why. I don't want to lose you forever. Beautiful soul, that is your reading today. It's been my honor, as always, to channel for you. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. It really helps to keep the channel moving, so thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.